It's very difficult to think of one's own death, I think, but if you think more in the fact that it's not just the moment of death, but the kind of end of your life, and to plan for it so that you'll have an end that has dignity and respect and indeed enjoyment. I mean, you don't have to be terribly sad about all this, but you do need to plan for it.
I'm a big supporter of this, and I think it's very important that families would encourage this to take place and fill those forms so that people have some sense of empowerment over what happens when they die. I think that's an essential part of thinking ahead, even when you can't actually do anything about it.
I think I've learned something that can prove to be beneficial when I'm looking after people at the end of their lives.
The interest in these issues amongst the public, which has been shown by the level of attendance at the conference today, is a great opportunity for a dialogue on these issues, and the ThinkAhead project itself is going to carry that on into the future, which I think is very important.
This was my second stillbirth baby, and when she was born, something had gone wrong with the birth with me. So they were so busy taking care of me that she was left at the end of the bed, and I just saw the little body lying there, and I suppose motherly instinct, I just felt, you know, she should be wrapped in something, she shouldn't be lying there like that. So I asked, you know, was that my baby? You know, do you have to leave her there? Can you please wrap her up in a blanket, or, you know, take care of her? And the midwife was in a fluster, so she just called the nurse and she said, look, Mum is getting stressed here, you know, do something, clear this away, quickly, quickly, quickly. So the nurse, she was only a student nurse, so she didn't really behave the way she should have in one way, but no fault of her own. She was only following orders, and she ran out and she came back in, and they had me in an upright position, and I just saw her lift the baby, put her in a plastic bag, scoop up the sheets, the whole lot went into the one bag, and off she ran. And I suppose because I was so sick myself, I didn't really tune in properly to the actual carry on of what was going on there, and I thought, it was only when later on I thought, you know, that's not right. And
the reason that the medical profession has the exalted status that it has, and very often deservedly so, is because people put their trust in them, and in that trust they assume that there's kindness, there's compassion, and there's listening. But that doesn't always happen. In fact, it seldom happens in the way that people expect, particularly at the end of their lives. And this sort of conference just highlights the fact that those issues need to be surfaced, not by the medical profession, but by the population of the country that experiences that disappointment